Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Shauna Mota, and I'm really excited to be your guide through this 30-minute yoga class today. Today's class is going to be done all on the floor, so it's a mellow class, just deep stretching, and this is for any level, especially beginners. So if you're new to yoga, this is perfect for you. So we're going to start today in child's pose. So you'll take your knees apart, heels together. You're going to shift your weight back to your heels, so shift the hips back. Bring the arms all the way out in front, stretching out through the fingertips, and then bringing the forehead to the ground. And taking a moment here to settle in. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. And just take a moment to get settled here. Shift the weight from side to side through the hips. Noticing any tightness or tension. Finding stillness in the center. Really pressing through the palms of the hands and the fingertips so you feel the stretch through the spine. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, bring the hands all the way over to the right-hand side. Exhaling when you get there. Feeling the stretch through the side body. And taking this time to focus on your breath. Next inhale takes you back to center. Exhale all the way to the other side, the left-hand side, settling down when you get there. Again, reconnecting with the breath. Yoga is the connection of the mind, the body, and the breath, allowing the breath to be your guide through the movement. Okay, inhale slowly takes you back to center. And from here, we're going to walk the hands up and we're going to take some circles with our hips. So on the inhale, you're going to come forward. On the exhale, coming around in a circle. Inhaling forward. Exhale, shifting the hips back. Inhale, coming forward. Shifting back and then going in the other direction. So really stretching out the hips here. Inhaling as you come forward. Exhale back. Inhaling forward. Exhale back. And then coming onto your hands and knees. So knees will be directly under the hips. Feet are untucked behind you. We're going to walk the hands all the way out, bringing the forehead down to the ground. So leaving the hips lifted above the knees. And leaving the tailbone in the air. Just getting a deeper stretch through the spine, through the shoulders, through the chest. On the inhale, we'll take the right hand underneath the body and weave it through, resting our weight on the right shoulder. And your gaze will follow the extended arm. Again, connecting with the breath. The next inhale will bring you back to center. Right arm extends. Left arm will sweep underneath, other side. Inhale brings that arm back to center. We'll walk up onto all fours and begin a cat-cow flow. So knees or hips are directly above the knees. Wrists are going to be under the shoulders. And from here, on the inhale, we're going to inhale, open up the chest, drop the shoulders from the ears. On the exhale, rounding the spine, tucking the chin into the chest for cat pose. So inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat. An option to close your eyes and make this a moving meditation, allowing the breath to guide you through the movement. So inhaling as you come forward. And exhale as you slowly round the spine. Every movement, every breath is intentional. Feeling the flow of your body as it connects to the breath, to the movement, to the mind. A few more rounds here, just loosening up the spine. And pausing in the center, we're going to take the right leg all the way back behind us and then take it across the body. Looking over your left shoulder at the extended leg, feeling a stretch through the entire side body. Holding here, breathing through the stretch, breathing into the side rib cage where you feel the stretch. Slowly bringing that back to center, and we'll move to the other side. So inhale, left leg comes all the way back, and then you take it across the body. Your gaze will go over the right shoulder, looking at the extended leg. Again, taking deep breaths into that side where you feel the stretch. Okay, inhale takes you back to center. From here, we're going to take the right leg all the way forward between the hands for a low lunge. So adjusting where needed, but the knee should be directly above the ankle. Hands are down, framing the foot. If you can't reach the floor, you can always come up to fingertips. You can always use a block or a pillow also on either side to bring the floor higher, which would look like this. And you can put pillows here if that helps. So sitting here, shifting the weight forward, feeling that deep stretch in the hips. Okay, on the inhale, we're going to come up into that full low lunge. So coming up, option to put the hands at the hips, to heart center, or all the way up towards the sky. Again, shifting that weight forward. You should be feeling this throughout both hips, so it can be really uncomfortable for some people. And just remembering to continue to breathe through the tightness and through the discomfort. We should never feel any pain in yoga. So if you're feeling any pain, you can always back up out of the pose just a little bit so it's not as deep. Okay, taking a deep inhale where you are. Exhale, bringing hands to heart center. Inhaling here at center, and then on the exhale, we're going to twist. So the elbow goes into the knee, and then you'll look over your right shoulder. Breathing here. Okay, next inhale takes you back to center. And then we're going to slowly straighten the front leg. Bring the hands down, walking them back. Straightening out that front leg, shifting the weight back. This is just a counter stretch. Now bringing this to the back of the hamstring. Again, breathing. Okay, inhale, we're walking the hands all the way forward. Bringing the right leg back. We'll do a quick cat-cow in between sides. So inhale, coming forward. Exhale, tucking chin into chest. Inhale, tilting forward. Exhale, arching the back. Okay, then finding stillness in the center. This time we'll step forward with our left foot between the hands, walking the back knee back if needed. And again, hanging here in the low lunge, shifting that weight forward. Again, coming out of it or going to your fingertips, wherever feels good for you, bringing the floor higher with pillows or blocks. And connecting with the breath. Okay, from here, slowly coming up into that low lunge. Again, option to bring the hands here to the hips, to heart center, or reaching them all the way up towards the sky, dropping the shoulders down from the ears, and feeling the deep stretch through the hips. Again, finding grounding with your breath, feeling the strength of the pose. Taking a deep inhale where you are. Exhale, bringing hands to heart center. Inhaling here at center, and then on the exhale, twisting. So again, elbow goes into the knee, looking over the left shoulder. Connecting to the breath. Okay, exhale, slowly coming back to center. We're going to plant the hands down, frame the foot, and then shift the weight back, walking the hands back, straightening that front leg. And again, feeling that stretch through the hamstring. Breathing here. Okay, inhale, slowly walking the hands up, and then we're going to bring the leg back. We're going to pop up into our first downward dog. So hands are about shoulder width apart, and then feet are going to be hip width distance apart, and you're going to shift, lift the knees up, shift the weight back to the heels. Really pressing your chest through your shoulders. We're going to start by pedaling or walking out the dog, so bending the right knee and the left knee. Deeply bending both knees, stretching out the toes. Going back into downward dog, settling in. So for some of you, your heels may go all the way down to the ground. Some of you, they may be up, just honoring where your body's at. On the inhale, we're going to lift the right leg high, stack the hips, so opening up the hips, and taking a few circles with that hip or that knee. Okay, going in the other direction. Slowly lowering that leg, other side. Inhale, left leg up. Open up and stack the hips, so bending that knee and taking a few circles in one direction, then the other. Squaring it off, dropping it down, coming down to the knees, opening up the knees, heels together, back into a child's pose. Just noticing how you're feeling in this moment. Maybe less tension, less tightness, a little bit more loose. Okay, coming up on inhale, we're going to come down onto our belly, so however you want to get there. Going to plant the hands directly under the chest, and then on the inhale, we're going to press up into an upward dog. So dropping the shoulders from the ears. Breathing through here. Exhale, slowly release. Bringing your cheek down to the ground. Now we're going to drop the elbows down next to us. So the entire elbow is on the ground. And then on our next inhale, we're going to come up again into Sphinx pose. This is a bit of a lower pose. We're going to hold here for some time. So really focusing on your breath. Dropping again, dropping the shoulders from the ears, pressing out. And feeling the stretch through the spine, the lower back. Deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly release, other cheek to the floor. I want you to extend your arms out by your sides. Okay, on the next inhale, we're going to lift the legs, the arms, and the chest from the ground. And just focus on your breath. If you can't do all three at the same time, maybe leave the legs down and just do the chest and the arms, or vice versa. Wherever you're at today is perfect. So holding here, breathing through. Exhale, slowly releasing. Cheek down to the ground. Okay, on this final one, you have the option to do Sphinx. You can do upward dog, or you can do boat pose, backwards boat pose, which you could tuck the feet in and then grab the ankles, and then on the inhale, press the ankles into the hands. So pick whichever one works for you, holding the pose, breathing through. Okay, exhale, slowly release, and we're going to press back into a child's pose. So knees apart, heels together, shifting the weight back, and settling here. Slowly rolling the forehead from side to side. And then we're going to come up into a seated position. So bringing the soles of the feet together for butterfly. We're going to start by bringing the feet in as close to the body as you can. Remember, honoring where you're at, so we're all at different levels. Some of your knees may be a bit high. You can always put cushion or a pillow underneath for support on either side, if that helps you. If not, just landing where you land. We're going to have a straight back, so straightening the back. Deep inhale here, and then on the exhale, we're just going to tilt forward very slightly with our torso. So we're not rounding down, we're going to keep the back flat. And just slowly come forward. So noticing where you feel the stretch, likely in the hips, through the spine. You're slowly coming out of that. Now we're going to take the legs, continue in the diamond shape, but we're going to take them out in front. A little bit farther away, and from here we're going to inhale, and then on the exhale here we are going to round the spine and bring the head down towards the feet. So again, landing where you land, it's all perfect for today. Always an option to take a pillow if you want to rest your head on it for extra support, or you can just let the neck hang, which is really great to actually stretch out the back and the tightness in the back of the neck. Keep slowly walking the hands up. We're now going to take the legs all the way straight out in front of us. Inhale, our arms reach all the way up. On the exhale, diving forward. And again, just landing where you land. It's all perfect. Some of you may be all the way down to your legs. I cannot do that. And again, always option. If it feels more comfortable, you can always prop pillows up and hold here. So inhaling as you lengthen, and as you exhale, diving just a little bit deeper into the pose, feeling the stretch through the back of the legs, and all the way up through the spine. Okay, slowly walking the hands up on the inhale. We're going to take the right leg in, left leg out to the side. The left arm will come parallel to the leg. Inhale, reaching the top arm all the way up. So really feeling that stretch through the side body, opening up the chest. So we're not rounding down. We want to open up the chest and look towards the ceiling or the sky. Okay, coming up, squaring the hips off to the extended leg, whichever side you're on. We'll inhale the arms up, and then on the exhale, dive all the way forward. Again, landing where it feels comfortable. Letting the head hang, feeling the stretch. Slowly walking the hands up, and we'll go on to the other side. So whichever leg was extended, we'll switch sides. The arm will come parallel, and then the top arm will reach all the way up and over. So really feeling that stretch through the side body. Breathing here. Okay, on the inhale, we're going to square the hips, lift the arms on the inhale, and then on the exhale, dive forward. And again, always option if you need to bring the floor higher, you can always put a pillow down, rest your hands on the pillow. You're still going to get a great stretch through the lower back and the spine. Okay, on the inhale, slowly walking the hands up. We're going to extend both legs out. So wherever you are, for some of you, it might be here. For others, you can probably go way wider than I can. And we're going to inhale here at center. And then on the exhale, just slowly walk the hands down. And again, fold forward. So allowing your head to hang, your body to land where it lands. Again, always an option to take pillows. If you want to rest your head there, that always feels nice. Breathing through the stretch. Okay, slowly walking the hands up on the inhale. And we're going to slowly make our way down onto our backs. On the inhale, bringing the knees into the chest. Just take a few circles with the knees. So using the hands to guide them. Especially if you're on a hard floor or a wooden floor like I am, this is such a great way to massage out the lower back. So going in the other direction. Okay, from here, we're gonna bring the feet down to the ground. Our arms will be by our sides, slightly tucking the shoulders underneath. We're gonna go into a bridge pose. So on the inhale, we're gonna lift the hips all the way up and hold here. We're gonna hold here for a few rounds of breath. Again, always the option to make use of your pillows. Put pillows underneath the hips just to help, so it's a supported bridge, or if you have a block or a bolster, that can go underneath. But the goal is to hold them up here for an inversion. Again, breathing through. A few more rounds of breath as we hold. Okay, slowly lowering the hips down. Bring the knees into the chest, bringing the head up just for a big hug. Again, shifting the weight from side to side, massaging the lower back. Okay, then we're gonna stretch the legs all the way out in front, arms all the way up behind us for a big body yawn. We'll bring the knees back into the chest, and then we'll let them go to the right-hand side. So wherever you're at, let them fall to the right-hand side. The top arm, left arm, will reach all the way behind you on the ground. So straight out behind you. You can always bend the arm slightly if that's too much for you. So arm goes out and your gaze will follow the extended arm. So you're gonna look over the left shoulder at the extended arm. Option to take the right hand and just guide the legs over. You can slightly put a little bit of pressure there, holding them. So this is a spinal twist. So twisting the spine, opening up the chest. And this is really good to balance the nervous system, bring equilibrium back to the body. Again, reconnecting to the breath. Okay, inhale, taking the knees back to center. And then exhale, we'll go to the other side. So letting the knees fall to the left. You can always readjust your hips so that they're more stacked. Right arm will reach all the way behind you. So connecting to the cycles of the breath as you sit in this stretch. Okay, slowly bringing the knees back to center. You're going to bend the knees in and grab the outside edges of the feet for happy baby. And just sway from side to side, again, massaging out that lower back. Okay, bringing the knees into the chest. One more long, big body yawn. Deep inhale here. Exhale with a sigh. One more deep breath in. Exhale with a sigh. Then bringing the hands by your sides, palms facing up, just for a brief Savasana. So allowing your breath to return to a steady, natural pace. Letting your body slowly melt into the floor. Releasing any tightness, any tension, any holding on. And just allow yourself to be supported by the earth beneath you. And sitting here in the stillness. allowing the warm blanket of peaceful energy to wash over you in this moment. And then keeping your eyes closed, we'll slowly come onto one side and then gently press yourself into a comfortable seated position. Again, keeping the eyes closed here. Placing the palms on your knees with the palms facing up. A gesture of receiving. And taking this final moment to breathe in the benefits of this yoga practice. The benefits to the body, to the mind, and the peaceful spirit. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. The next few days we'll be doing various different styles of yoga. So that was more of a deep stretch. We'll be adding in some flow. We'll be doing floor yoga. We'll be doing active poses. So hopefully that you enjoyed that and you'll find one that works for you. Namaste.